view. Theme parks calling with that thrill seeker vibe. Vacations planned and our geek hearts thrive. We're the nerd herd, loud and proud. Geeking out, we draw a crowd. From cruises to consoles and everything rad. We live in the dream in our nerdy pad. Lightsabers clash and controllers click. Marvel debates and board game tricks. Disney rides and coasters scream. Living life like a nerdy dream. We're the nerd herd, loud and proud. Geeking out, we draw a crowd. From cruises to consoles and everything rad. We live in the dream in our nerdy pad.
Good evening. Happy Sunday to you guys and Happy New Year. First episode of 2026 for you Nerd Herd boys. Cheddar says hello as well. He couldn't wait to get up here and get in my lap and get in all the things. So glad you guys could join us tonight. Yes, everybody is here. For those of y'all that love to come over and ask. Also, did not tell the guys this ahead of time tonight. But I added some new Nightbot phrases in for you guys. We'll see how many of y'all can. I know y'all love guessing and trying to figure out those in the chat, so you can tinker around and see if you can come up with any that I wrote in there. A lot of them y'all are familiar with or should be familiar with. But without further ado, let's go ahead and bring up my co-host here.
Hello.
There's your boy. Your boy Ascalon is in the
house.
I'm
here. And I'm wearing a black shirt. So I see Cam Fam's in. So tell Kevin I got a black shirt on. But this one has a Nike swoosh up this side right here. So you can tell it's a different one.
Kevin, if you guessed black tonight, you would have been correct. Always bet on black when it comes to Ascalon. Yep. And hey, y'all, Ascalon kept his 2 lives this past week.
I did for the first time in about a month.
For those of y'all,
so I'm hoping I can do that this week too, going back to school. So
it was nice. We had a couple of water park simulator live streams that were fun to sit there and watch. And of course, as he says, for the 40th week in a row, he wants to finish the Bretlow tapes. So all right,
so hopefully that'll happen this Wednesday.
Let's bring the other one up here.
Hey, I appreciate you bringing me on. I thought we were just going to leave me out,
You're here. Happy 2026. Jason,
hey,
another year, y'all.
Starting a new trend.
Oh, God, what's that?
Just here on time. Ish.
Ish. Started on time just a wee bit early today. Or you started the streak, I should say, a little early. It goes back to probably November or even October of you being on time, but
thank you, Zach. Thank you.
But we all know that's the ongoing joke. So for our folks in the chat that are not teachers like ourselves, y'all don't understand the dread of today that all 3 of us have been feeling.
Yeah.
And
boo.
I say dread. Meanwhile, everybody in the chat is going to be booing all of us. Tomorrow, we all go back to work. Yep. Christmas break is over. We all go back tomorrow for a teacher work day. And then we get all the children on Tuesday and we get to begin all over again. So, Raymond, I'll ask you, is your schedule the same this semester as last semester, or do you have new classes that you're teaching?
I have new classes, so we do a semester schedule. So we have one class period, which is our skinny period. That's year round. That's my creative writing class. So I'll still have them during that period. But my first, second, and third block, I have 4-block planning. My first, second, and third block all changed this year or this semester. And I'm kind of a little sad about it because I teach freshman English, but I usually have a debate class each semester. That's 10th through 12th grade. And so that gives me a little break from the freshmen. I have 3 freshman classes, first, second, and third block this year. And then my creative
speed debating. Do you do the speed debating?
Yeah,
Ascalon?
we do speed debate. So we usually do that early on, and then we do that from time to time as like warm ups. So I get them like a quick topic, like such and such is better than the other thing.
Zach,
Discuss.
have you seen this
And
go? Have you seen this happen?
I have not seen a speed debate.
Oh,
Speed
it's
debating is
fun.
a whole different thing. It's like you try to get as many points in as you possibly can, and so it sounds like an auction. And there's actually scholarships out there for like debating and like for like but matter of fact, one of Sarah's best friends was like a national champion speed debater at the University of
Wow.
Alabama.
Wow. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
so
have to look
in
into
my
this.
class, of course, this is on a semester long course. It's not that complicated, but yeah, I give them a couple of minutes. We have one side go, then the other side go, and then yeah. So starting off, they come up with stuff off the top of their heads, but then there's a couple of times before we get into the more serious debates, I give them some time to like do a little research on the topic before they debate. But it's cool because like depending on where they're sitting, they got a debate for that side, and then the other side they got a debate for. So I do one like Alabama is better than Auburn football, like that. And some of the people that are Alabama fans, they end up on the Auburn side, and they got to try to argue for that. But I try to teach them, in our later in the semester, you're going to be arguing for topics that you may not necessarily agree with, or you're arguing for a particular side, and so you got to get used to that. 'Cause that's how they do the national debate. So
Yep, that's a
That's
big
also how you become a lawyer.
yeah,
we used to do that, and I was a member of Model UN, which
okay.
which my school doesn't have and hasn't had. So it's really really odd because that was something I was really big in. But yeah, well,
Yeah, I haven't heard about that since we were in high school.
yeah, exactly right. I don't know if Model UN is a thing of the past or what, but we don't have to ask Jason if his schedule changed because he's just going to roll out the balls and let it go. That's he's. I'm lucky. I have the exact same schedule, the exact
Okay.
same class. This is the best year for me as far as preps go. So like, I'll get all new kids, but my classes are in the same order as they were in the fall. Everything aligns, same lunches, unfortunately, same duties, but
All of
yeah.
my
Not
duties
everything.
different.
We don't roll the ball out because when I hate basketball, I hate it so bad for school. Like I like it normal, but basketball as it's played on a court in a middle school is nothing but a fight waiting to happen because everyone thinks they're good and they all are horrible. So I we limit it, and if any language, any potassiums happen, they go to ultimate basketball. Ultimate basketball is basically no dribble basketball. So and that they only get that on Fridays. Fun Fridays is what we usually do. Like you have to meet all the rest of the week, like whatever games we're doing, any kind of unit. If you're involved, if everybody's involved as a whole or most part, we get Fun Fridays. And so that's when you'll get 3-on-3 or 4-on-4, horrible still basketball. But we let them have like one, it's basically at one goal, and then we have games everywhere else. But, most of our games involved either throwing something at something or throwing at each other. So, but we have other things too. But I joke and tell him when I get paid a lot of money to watch people hit each other with stuff. So,
Well, that's cool. You don't just do basketball every day.
no, that's horrible. We can't do that. We have things that we follow. We have unit plans we do. I think our very first unit is we do dance. That'll be this semester.
Oh,
We
that's
teach
cool.
dance.
Jason teach dance. That's
Hey,
right.
your boy's got a few moves now.
I used to love that in like elementary school where we would do like square dancing and stuff. That was always
We
fun.
do dance. We do volleyball. We do tumbling. So,
Oh wow.
yep.
All right, folks, it's that time. Let's see how quick I can get through the chat and see who all has joined us for this first edition of Nerd
Hey,
Herd.
there's 20 in
the new
here,
year.
baby. There's 20.
Hey, and before I forget, thanks to those of you catching the replay that couldn't join us here live, and thanks to those of y'all listening on Spotify. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you're catching us on that replay, drop something in the comments so that we know that you were here. All right, so first up tonight was Mr. Scotty J.
Scotty J, I saw that.
Can't miss the men's. No, he cannot. So he was
The
in here
men's.
first, early, followed by Eddie. Mr. Eddie was in here.
Hold on, Mike wasn't first tonight?
No, I have not. I don't know if Mike's here. I'm a
Okay.
little worried. Now, mind you, I haven't made it very far in the chat, but I haven't
Right.
seen a mic chat yet. And then we have Miss Mandy in here. And Mandy, your video that you're going to want to watch comes out tomorrow. We went and visited a burger place in Dunwoody that Mandy recommended to us a while back, and we finally made the drive out there. Not this weekend, but last weekend. And I'll have that video ready to go out. All right. And then Mandy says that she tried Jess's chicken biscuit cobbler from one of our other videos, and it was amazing. Jess is in the room, so had to read that for her.
Oh, Dixie probably like that. She's like
It
a
was
chicken pot pie
very
girl.
good. And Miss Josie Ann is here. Welcome in. And Scott is here. Welcome in, Scott. And Chet, Sensei Chet is coming over on that Sea Leg Journeys raid. And it wouldn't be Sunday if Liz wasn't here. Welcome in, Liz. Oh, look out, everybody. G-Dad is in the house. So
What's up?
who knows what could be said. I will say, went and saw my mom and dad today. Had to go alone today to see my parents because both Chad and Jess are running fevers
No.
and have the aches.
Oh,
So,
No. They made
Not
it
a
all
good-
break. That's not my fault, by the way. It's been a minute.
right, not a good time here. Now they took one of the at-home tests for COVID and the flu, and everything came back negative. So
Okay.
knock on wood, they start feeling better. Miss Danny is in the house. Welcome in, Danny D. Jaden is here. Welcome in, Jaden. Chet says somebody has to be first. It's my turn, I think, because he threw the poop emoji out there with Scott earlier. All right, and then Double A is in the house. Happy Sunday, Nerd Herd. And Mitch coming in right after that with a what up to me, and then follows that with a what up to you guys as well, pulling a reverse Lori on us. And y'all make sure that if you haven't already, check the pinned comment at the top. It'll get you directly over to Mitch and the Cam Fam for their live as soon as we are over. And then Mr. Joe Hupp from Down Under is here. Happy Monday already to you, Joe. I hope that you're having a better Monday than we're probably going to have tomorrow.
No, the kids aren't there tomorrow.
The kids are not there, I know, but sometimes even those teacher work days can be
They're a
rough.
pain because they want to meet and talk to you a lot.
Hey, Mickey, happy Sunday and happy New Year to you. Oh, and then Mitch is back in here bringing something back from last week. Poop golf.
Hey, I've not used it yet. News alert.
That's the question we are all wondering. Has Jason busted
I want to
out?
do it live. I'm going to do it live for y'all. I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to take my camera in there.
Look, and I think we've reached the part where people are trying to find out the hashtags that I added, the new Nightbot shirt. So Joe Hupp throws in hashtag poop golf. That would be a good one. Then Double A with hashtag black shirt. We do have hashtag nerd herd. That has been one for a while to share your channel with for everybody there. Then we got Ron in the house. Happy New Year, Nerd Herd. Welcome in, Ron. Good to have you. Well, maybe good to have you. It is Ron. And then Dustin. What up, Turdlings? Welcome in, Mr. Dustin. And then Joe Hupp is celebrating 3 months of membership. We appreciate you there, Joe. Look who came in with a blanket hello and didn't just say hi to Ascalon.
That's winning.
Look at
That
that.
is
Maybe
winning.
Jason and I are winning over Lori.
Well, Lori had a lot of Ascalon, for my 2 streams, so I think that's why y'all got the blanket hello this week.
Where's Jason and Hoosiers?
Yeah.
And then we got Linda in the house. Linda Montemayor in the house. And then Miss Angie Floaty Bodie is in the house. Oh, Mickey's family feels our pain. Look, 3 cousins that are teachers, and they all go back to work tomorrow. Every teacher out there, I guarantee you, feels like we do right now.
100%.
And this last week, it went by so fast.
Oh, look at this, Joe. I was meant to go back to work today. Get there, and the car park is as desolate as a ghetto town. Rang a friend to see what was happening, only to be told I'm due back on the 7th. Enjoy a couple more days off, Joe.
Oh, wow. That's hilarious.
Let's see. And then Double A says, I don't know. I'm back at Ye Old Mill after 2 weeks off. Plus, I go in early. So, yep, you are joining us there, Mr. Double A. All righty. Stephen Adams is in the house. Welcome in, Stephen. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. A lot of people saying hi to everybody. So that's why you were angry, Joe, that you went in. Right. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Goodness.
That's awesome. I like that.
That is awesome. Everybody, let's see. I'm trying to see.
Everybody.
Let's see. Dustin says, we played dodgeball on Wednesdays in our weightlifting class. Principal played with us and tore his ACL.
Oh, man.
I've seen it. I have seen it happen before.
I can't laugh at that because I tore my Achilles in a similar fashion. I was playing horse in basketball with some teenagers and went up for a shot and heard a pop when I was in the air.
Yeah, that's they don't even let us do faculty games anymore because of all that.
Double A, you all did square dancing in elementary school, so did I. And then Chet follows that up with we did too. So square dancing was a popular thing there.
Listen, we teach them the line dances, just the type of dances that maybe you might do at a wedding. I always tell my kids, you may not like dancing, but the little cute girls that are there at the weddings do. So you need to learn how to dance because or you let the guy that does like to dance go out there and dance with all the girls that their boyfriends are standing on the walls.
Right.
Ask G-Dad. I bet you G-Dad can dance.
G-Dad would dance with anybody.
And now we know you dance, Zach. Now we know you dance.
We're gonna go out with
Zach dances.
Welcome in, Kayla. And then Joe says, it may have come back negative, but it could develop into the spicy cough. I hope not for both of them because Ty has had a cough since like October that will not go away.
Ooh, somebody got one of the hashtags. You'll get there eventually.
Okay, good. We're getting there. That's what I like. I like seeing that. Thick and Sprucey. I'm sorry, Ascon. Thick and Sprucey is not a hashtag.
Oh, that's funny.
We're trying hashtag Jess. Yep, there we go. Danny got one. Hashtag Jess. And it's correspondence there. I mean, you can ask, but she's probably not going to be on camera. I thought that was fitting. She's
hilarious.
Probably doing something not very nice behind me right now. Either that or she's passed out.
Bless her heart. I hate it.
Danny celebrating 5 months of membership. We appreciate that, Miss Danny. Poop is not one. Hashtag Buff Coker is not one. Ha ha ha.
Oh.
Right. Lori, it's going to be time to go by the time you get here. Happy New Year, Turtlings. Not quite, Lori. It's 7:20. I think I'm doing pretty good. Hashtag Cooking with the Cokers is not one. Scott already has his own hashtag, so it's not hashtag Scott. You just have to look for the regular one and you'll find him. Oh, excuse me. Lori coming in with the correction. That hello was just for
Hey, Lori.
What the heck?
Just for Az. Of course it was. All right. Jason and Az just got a new subscriber each from Mr. Joe Hupp.
Thank you, Joe.
Appreciate that, Joe.
Joe, you'll appreciate Ascalon's content. You'll appreciate Jason's too when it comes out.
Hey, listen, we're going to talk about that tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that.
Here we go. We've got another one that y'all throw out there a lot, so I definitely turned it into one of hashtag Where's Jason? And he's here. Probably.
I am.
Maybe. And
I love
then I threw his link on there. Hopefully that link actually works. Seeing it here on EVMAX, I do not know if it pops up correctly in the YouTube chat so that you could go there. But yep, that'll work. So you've got that one. Hashtag dongle is not one, Scott.
Oh Lord.
That's pretty good. Yep. We got hashtag Jess. Nope. Hashtag it's your boy Ty is not one.
Oh,
But yes, hashtag Ty is one, Ascalon, and that'll give you don't ask how many ice creams we've lost.
Look, you're not gonna make it to the bottom of the chat because everybody's throwing hashtags
Everybody's
out
spamming the hashtags now. Then yes, Ascalon again with hashtag Chad because everybody has one, and Chad's is spatula. If you know, you know. Yep, and then here we go. Scott got the next one, except it's all capitalized. So I did change this one up because for whatever reason, hashtag Webster was cutting off. It was the full definition of Webster's dictionary. So I just shortened it up to ready for some learning. I thought that was good. All right. No Mitch. Hashtag late is not one. Scott, hashtag Webby is not one. Hashtag Zach is not one. Fuggled is not one. You know what? I'm kind of dumb for the fact that this one is not a hashtag, to be honest with you. I feel like the saying on the slogan would be one, but nope. All right. Find your why. Nope. Hashtag sausage. Sorry, Liz, not one. It's your boy Ascalon is not one. Danny, you're close. Danny, you're close.
Wait,
But
okay.
It's not just one Z, Danny.
I got it.
All right. Sensei Rabbit says hi to all the nerd herdlings.
Oh, never mind. I don't.
And yes, here we go, Mitch. This is one that has not gotten said in a while, but this one's been there from the beginning. Hashtag wholesome. If you're looking for wholesome, you've come to the right place. We're happy to be part of the most wholesome 2 hours of YouTube on Sunday
that's so
night.
funny.
You boys, followed by the Cam Fam. So good job, Mitch. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ascalon found hashtag GDad. And
Oh yeah.
yes, folks, we in no way condone anything that GDad says in the chat and therefore apologize up front for it. All right. Let's see. Need to fix that, Mitch. It should be hashtag wholesome. Hashtag potassium, surprisingly, is not one. All right. As is getting closer. We're getting closer. Still not enough. Still not enough. There it is. He got it. 3 is the magic number on the number of Z's there. So what do we have? Of course. Why could we have anything else? You could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend some time with your boy Ascalon.
Nice.
All right. Wow, Liz. Okay.
I know, Liz.
And then Scott. Wow. Potassium's all up in this chat. Potassium Posse, not one. We're doing good, folks. Y'all have gotten quite a few of them. I will say there are some friends to the channel that have their own individual hashtags, so that may help you out. But guess what? I am at the bottom of
Wow.
the chat for now. So you may want to see if you can get some of those individual hashtags going on, because there are some of them in there from our community. So here's what I got to say. We got 2 things in my mind, 2 real big nerd things that happened this past week. Well, one of them has actually happened for a couple of weeks, but I just got around to it this past week. Jason,
Yes.
have you seen Avatar yet?
No, I have not.
Okay. As you went and saw Avatar, right?
Yeah. I saw it the first week.
What were your thoughts on Avatar?
I liked it better than the second one. I felt like it was a lot of action. I wasn't bored, and I think I got mentioned this a little bit last week, but I wasn't bored throughout, even though it's like a 3.5 hour long movie. I I was pretty invested, pretty edge of my seat. I really like what they did with the ending, but I don't want to
Yeah.
obviously spoil that. I like the new characters that they introduced. The new, I guess, are all of them Navi, or is that
Yeah, I mean,
just
I think it's all Na'vi, kind of like the way that we are all humans. It's
yeah,
just,
okay,
you know, that's how I try to determine it. It's like, how do you have all these? This is literally, I went with my grandfather. Okay.
okay,
My grandfather, the boy's great grandfather, the four of us went to see this movie together.
awesome,
And he takes the boys to movies, that ties in. But another tie in was that's who I saw the original Avatar with. So
yeah.
it was kind of cool to have him there
Well,
for
that's
this
full
too.
circle.
And he didn't see the second one,
Oh
but
wow,
he said something kind of similar. And I'm like, well, I was like, well, we live in a world where we're all human, but we're also all different. And
yeah.
because he was like, how come they're not getting along? And I'm like, how come not all of us get along? He's like, oh, well, yeah, you got a point there. Like, it's a world that kind of stuff happens. Um, I really enjoyed this one. Like you, I liked it a lot better than the second one.
Yeah.
I, I wasn't a big fan of the second one, so I wasn't really looking forward to this one quite as much. The boys were. The boys love these movies, so they've been thrilled to go see them. What caught me off guard was, and I don't know if they meant for this to happen. Um, I found myself very, very, very invested in the antagonists
Yeah.
in this movie. Like
Yeah.
I was, to an extent, I was rooting for them, not to
Mm.
get Jake, but just to be successful and to form that bond that they did. Like I don't know why, and maybe that's something they're setting up for future movies with it. But
Yeah, there's supposed to be, I think, two more.
uh,
So,
for Avatar 4 and Avatar, I think the next one is supposed to be out in 2029.
and I think
So
they've already filmed it. They just got to do the 3 years of editing and all
we're all
the
gonna be ancient when Avatar ends.
CG.
It's insane. All right, before we get to the next nerd thing of the week, let's see what's going on here. So Winston is in. Welcome in, Winston. Happy Sunday to you. And then our boy Az here got another one. Yes, he did with hashtag CamFam.
And I promise I don't know these. Zach did them.
Yeah. Now, I haven't shared
Maybe.
anything. Join our friends with the catchiest theme song on YouTube. All right. Hashtag Mandy is not one, although we love Miss Mandy. Hashtag Danny is not one. Sorry, Danny. I'm gonna make more, but hashtag Lori, good guess. Hashtag only Ron, close Ron, close. Hashtag Defam. Hashtag Captain Controversy. 3 is the number of Z, and the number of the counting shall be 3. 4 Z's shall not count. Correct, Aaron. Talking about the hashtag for Ascalon. Hashtag Thirsty Thursday, no. Hashtag Match Game, no. Hashtag TTT, no. Hashtag Dixie, no. Wow. Okay, y'all. Avatar was awesome. Just came home from seeing it.
Do I need to see it at the theater, or am I okay to wait and see it here at the
You
house?
need to see that one in theater, I
You,
feel.
I saw the first one in IMAX, and because that was the recommended way to see it. I'm too old to do IMAX now. Like the beginning, and as you know what I'm talking about. At the beginning, it feels like the ride.
Yeah.
That very, and I was like, oh God, if this is what it's going to be like for 3 hours, I'm going to be sick. So very glad I didn't see it in IMAX, or even worse, 4DX. 4DX would have killed me in this
Yeah.
movie.
Dixie was thinking about doing a 3D version. And I was like, I don't know if I can handle that.
But yeah, you're safe to see it at home, Jason, but you're not going to get the as big of an experience as everybody else. Because James Cameron, that's one thing he does do is he makes things for the theater. He wants a cinematic experience.
I've got 7.2 surround sound down in my little movie theater down here, and I usually watch like the really big movies down here because I can hear the sound all around me, and I have a I have a the second row of my seats or whatever. I have it built up on a platform, and under the platform, I have these springs that I've installed. That as the sound waves go through, it makes all that stuff vibrate, and so when you're sitting down, the bass and all that stuff kind of goes through the bottom of your seat. It's kind of
Jason, are
crazy.
you sure you're a teacher? How you have all this money to have all these cool things?
All these side businesses.
Like,
That's
I'm
how.
coming. I'm coming to Jason's house soon.
Like there's times there it's like, well, this is stuff that I'm older than y'all by a lot, so
Not a
so
lot, sir.
so I I've acquired, I've started things and made money doing, the big thing was a long time ago. Now, a long time ago, I used to play a lot of poker.
Okay.
So that was
There
a
you
that
go.
was a that was actually a second income big time at one time. So but I stopped doing
I'm
that
not good at
because
that, and
yeah,
Dixie
I
would
felt like
never
my
let me do
wife was pimping me out. She would like ask me to go play because she wanted money to go like shop, and I was like, I felt it was horrible. So now if I play, the only time I play now is like when we go to we go to the casino. My wife will go lose a lot of money, and then she'll say, "Okay, you can go sit down at poker for an hour or two," and then I'll come back and I'll get us back even, and then she'll go take money and then lose it again. Then she'll go, "Okay, you need to go back." So I'm actually okay. I'm pretty good, but
I need to go with you and get a lottery ticket or something. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'd like to say that I'm a pretty lucky guy, but I don't know. Like I feel like I'm lucky. I mean, you see who I'm married to. She
Look,
listening? Did she
y'all
hear
are
me?
giving Dustin false hope. If I knew teachers were secretly rich, I would have been a gym teacher.
Well,
We are not secretly rich. Let's go
I
ahead and put
think
that
I
out
think
there.
we do pretty well though, gentlemen. I
well, and
mean,
it's also how you manage
yeah,
your
I mean
money.
anybody can be wealthy and broke. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like you can be just as broke making $400,000 or $500,000 a year, or somebody that's making 100 or 90 or 80 or
Yeah.
70 or 60. So
So let me address the hashtags. Lori, you're on the friends list. I was doing these all before we went live tonight. So 15, 20 minutes. More are coming. Scott, I do have friends. I promise. And y'all are getting a little too complicated with all the Rons. So just putting that out there. Um, and then Kimberly Lavelle just made it in. Welcome in, Kimberly. Glad you
Jason's
joined
a
us.
money hoarder.
Hashtag Jason's a money hoarder. Um, I will say there are, I think what's left are individual people, so not channel names. So I think that's all that's left. Um, so I'll put that out there. And yes, Scott, you did. Correct. Hashtag Ron just by itself. And it brings up if Ron could read, this would make him very upset. So
Nightbot.
I know, right? Nightbot throwing it in there. All righty. Here's the other big nerd thing of the week. Jason, I'm going to hate on you if your answer is no here.
No, I've seen it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I thought he'd seen that one.
Yeah, we
Okay.
went to the movie theater and watched it.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
remember you mentioning that too.
so for those of you that have no idea what we're talking about and you live under a rock or it's just not your thing, the finale of Stranger Things came out on New Year's Eve night. Okay, and a lot of folks watched it night of. Both of y'all saw it New Year's Day, correct?
Yes.
Y'all went
Yeah, I saw it in theaters too,
and
so I had to stay
I
off of social media for 24
I
hours.
watched it from my couch on Friday. And here is what I will say watching that from my couch on Friday. Um, it was cinematic. And all I could think of was how much better I would have enjoyed that watching it like y'all did. I feel like that was made to be like that. It could have been. I'm going to take a page out of our friend Crazy Joe's book because he put his thoughts about he put his thoughts in a vlog about the finale, and he saw it in theaters as well. And he said they could have marketed it as Stranger Things the movie and given it a full 3-month theatrical release before going to Netflix. And I think they would have made a lot of money off of that, because it very much felt like something that was meant for theaters.
I think there should take a hint from this. I don't know how much I would go to see these things, but maybe it would draw me. But like if you had a weekly, like a every week release of an episode, and you saw it at the movie theater, and it was week to week, could you imagine the
Right.
amount of people? Might draw people back to the movie theaters, and movie theaters are not like what they used to be when I first started. They don't all smell like oily popcorn, and you don't know what your arm just touched. I mean, they have recliners now. Like, it's crazy. Not
No.
Jesse. I went with Jesse and Lacey, and he kept turning on my heated seats.
Yeah.
The heck did you go that you had a heated seat at the movie?
AMC Ackworth or
Yeah.
Kennesaw, whatever.
NCG in Ackworth.
No, it's the AMC over there behind where the old Best Buy used to be, behind the
Yeah,
mall.
because it was only in
Town
AMC
Center.
theaters.
Oh, that's Kennesaw. That's not.
I'm
Ackworth.
sorry, I didn't mean Ackworth. I meant Kennesaw. Yeah,
Well, like,
Town Center.
my thing though with it, being in theaters, I was kind of torn on how they did it, and I guess they did it the same for you, Jason. So like each ticket was $20, and basically that was just a voucher to get concessions.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really contributing to your ticket price, but so Dixie was kind of like, that's weird. Why are they making us do that? And she didn't know if she wanted to do it at first, but the more I thought about it, I was like, we're gonna probably spend more than $40 on the tickets and concessions, because I'm gonna get me some popcorn. That's my movie enjoying experience. I gotta have popcorn, and I'm gonna have a drink. So even just getting a large popcorn we can share, a large drink that we can share, and the 2 tickets normally for a movie, we would
Could you
spend over
imagine if the tickets were part of the if you could go see the movies, but you had to basically buy concessions to see the movies? Could you imagine that kind of the switch up, not buying a ticket or getting a cheap ticket?
Yeah.
Start making movies cheap, but then offering the concessions.
Mm-hmm.
And then even if it's a little bit elevated like it is now, but they kind of screwed us because we had $80 and they kept something was wrong with our ticket. They wouldn't scan like their thing. And so I didn't even get but just a drink. I didn't get any like food. And I was like, they kind of screwed us out of $20, but
So Jason, your food voucher was $20 as well.
Mhm.
Well, I'll tell you guys, because I know the reason why it happened this way. The contract between Netflix and the actors themselves, so nothing to do with the movie theaters, Netflix and the actors, does not have anything in there for a theatrical release. So tickets could not be sold so that Netflix could make a profit off that, because anything they made would have to go back to the actors. So the reason for the concession vouchers is the fact that 100% of those profits went directly to the theater.
Yeah, and that's how they make their
Which is
money anyway.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think that's awesome.
Now-
if they could work that into regular movies, I think that'd be awesome.
Now, here's something that I find crazy, that y'all's was $20. Crazy Joe, his was $11.
How did he get a discount?
I don't know. Now, mind you, Crazy Joe's in Pennsylvania, so totally different state,
Yeah.
but it was also Regal. He's
Oh,
got
that's
a
weird. See, it
Regal
was
thing in
all
Oklahoma
AMC
City.
around here.
So, well, we don't really have Regals down here as much anymore. That's
Yeah,
kinda
we don't have
common.
any Regals.
But-
So.
But that floors me that there was that much of a discrepancy. Now, yes, if we were to have gone, we're going to spend well over $20 at the
Oh, for
concession
sure.
stand.
Yeah.
Like going to the movies with the boys, it's much more expensive concession
But I
stand.
will say for those people that are, because there's some people in the comments, I know Lori said she didn't know what Stranger Things was. And,
Yeah, and then Scott follows with this, basically me.
yeah, he's just, but
So-
I will tell you this, that if you go back and you start that series and you run it through, you binge it, you'll be so satisfied at the end of this, because I'm not giving any spoilers, but I would tell you that to me, it is one of the most complete series I've ever watched. As far as like how they ended it, I thought it was perfectly imperfect but perfect. You know what I mean? Like I feel
Well, and I
like
think
they
that's the positive of these streaming services now, like Netflix, Amazon. Back then, and I guess it's still true for network TV. They don't know most of the time if they're going to have another season. So a
sometimes
lot
it
of
just
things,
ends.
it's done season by season. Whereas I feel like these Netflix shows, they can kind of do what they want. Like the Duffer Brothers are probably like, we want 5 seasons to tell this story. We're gonna tell it, and they have time to get it done because the actor schedules and everything. So I think that's what's different now with the streaming services. They have a little bit more flexibility,
I can't
I think.
stand when a series just stops and you're just
Yes.
left hanging. I
And
hate
it
that.
Yeah.
Like a
happens all
short
the
story.
time now. All the
Yeah,
Yes.
time.
especially if it's a network show, you never know. And I
I'm
remember
not a
Dixon
fan
was
of the
telling
short
me,
story. I'm not a fan of short stories. I
yeah,
taught short stories and I always hated that. The young lady, her lover's behind one door and a lion's behind the other, and then she raises the gate and then the story ends. You don't know if it was her lover behind the gate or the lion that comes and eats her. I
well, a
hate
lot of times
those.
when a show getting canceled too, they kind of rush things to try to wrap some stuff up so you get some closure, I guess.
Game of
But
Thrones, I think season 8. I want to punch somebody in the face on that one.
For which one?
Horrible. Season 8 of Game of Thrones
Game of Thrones, yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
that
seems
was
to hate that.
a
ruined
lot
it.
of folks were
Ruined us.
trying to compare this to that season, but no. Ascon, well, Jason said what he thought. What did you think?
I liked it. I got some unanswered questions, of course, and I was talking to some of my track athletes Saturday at the meet about it, and they were saying there were some plot holes, and I was thinking of it more as unanswered questions, and I always kind of think about this: good storytelling wraps up everything nicely. Like that's why I love the Harry Potter series so much. J.K. Rowling does a good job wrapping up all the subplots at the end of each book. But I feel like really great storytelling leaves some of those questions unanswered. And there were a few things in the epilogue, which again I'm not going to spoil, that I felt there was some unanswered stuff there. But I think it worked out pretty well. Overall, I enjoyed it. I wish there were a couple of more things though that were answered, but I don't want to mention that because I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, we're
There is
still
a little
in.
rumor mill out there that there may be another episode.
There is
Well,
a big rumor mill out there that something is going down tomorrow.
That's what
oh
I've
really?
heard.
So we are going to have to pay
Okay, see, I
attention.
haven't heard about that. I know
Yes,
they're doing a spinoff, but like
there
a
is a
prequel type
rumor.
thing.
Well, and the spinoff is not much of a spinoff. Have you seen the advertisements for it?
Well, I heard it has something to do with, kind of what was revealed in that last episode.
If maybe we're talking about different things. I'm talking about the animated series they've
Okay,
already
yeah,
announced.
no, I heard about that, but they're also doing a or a prequel series focusing on that one object in the cave, and that's all I'm going to say.
That would be interesting to see.
Yeah, because I would
Um,
love to know, like, kind of more of the origins about how the Upside Down was discovered and stuff like that. So,
and
There's
maybe
a huge behind. There's a huge prequel possibility. Yeah.
yeah. And the
and
Duffer Brothers have answered some of those questions in like interviews and stuff, but
and I will not be surprised in the least if 15, 20 years from now they do a whole It Chapter 2 type deal with this.
but like
And
the way it
we
ended
see
though,
these
again, no
guys
spoilers. Could they do that though? You think?
easily. You don't tie in everybody that was a main character.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
tie in some and you bring back new faces or younger kid. But yeah, I mean today, no, you're not going to do it. But 15, 20 years from now, you
I'd
you
be
could do it.
interested.
Now, I'm curious to see what they're going to announce. As far as my thoughts, I really enjoyed the finale. I really enjoyed the open endedness of a lot of things because you are allowed to believe what you want to believe about
Yeah.
certain things. Um, and there are some things I definitely didn't like. Um, and my one big takeaway from Stranger Things on the negative side is going back and looking at that first season and seeing where we are at season 5 and seeing how big they had to make this. It felt so grounded and down to earth isn't really the term, but season 1 was so grounded. The threat was dangerous but not otherworldly universal.
Right.
And then you see where it got by season 5, and it's like, did it really have to get this grandiose?
Yeah.
You know,
Honestly, a lot of people said it should have ended after season 3, but
season 3, I think, is honestly the season that I have the biggest gripe with. Because
really, that was probably my favorite season.
season 3 was the Russians, right? That was the
No, that
season-
was 4. That was 4.
Oh, okay. Then
Well,
maybe
no. Yeah, it was 3.
it was
They
3.
were introducing at 3. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
To me, that's the biggest why in the world of the entire show.
That is true.
They play no role. The Russians play no role. The Upside Down is only over Hawkins, and
Yeah.
only show what. Why do the Russians care?
But I think it shows like what could possibly happen, especially if more people discover the Upside Down, and try to take over and do experiments. I think that was the whole purpose of it. I felt season 2 was kind of like what you just kind of said, like they introduce all these characters. I mean, they finally bring one back in particular, but
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, yeah, season 2 kind of I felt that more that way.
Well, I'm one of the few people. I had a very hard time getting into this show to begin with. I had to rewatch the
really?
pilot 3 or 4 times,
Oh,
and
I
then kind of
love
force
80s
It felt
myself.
like my childhood, guys. It really did. I mean,
Well, I love the 80s. It's my favorite decade, even though I was like 5 throughout it, or 4 by the end of it. But
once I was hooked, I was hooked. But it took me a strong minute.
oh yeah, and I love those
Jessica. She was not. Jess didn't watch it. She was not hooked.
she did not like it.
She tried again. She was with me on that first, but no, she couldn't do it. It was not for her.
I love those like Steven Spielberg-y kids battling this otherworldly stuff and saving the world. Like
very
some of my
ET.
favorite movies.
Did you see
are,
the
like,
prequel? Or did
Blade.
you see the preview for the new Steven Spielberg movie?
Yes,
Yes, that
Yes.
was weird. They showed it
I'm
before
thrilled.
Stranger Things when we
That's-
went to the theaters.
that's
They showed a lot of
pretty-
trailers. I was like, "What is this? This is kind of weird."
It was like 40 minutes of trailers, I
It
thought.
doesn't feel like a Steven Spielberg movie.
I only saw it on Twitter. They released it on X, and I saw it
Okay.
there. I haven't seen it in front of a movie yet.
It
But
looks
all right.
really interesting.
Let's get back to the chat and see what people are saying. So I put it up here, but Mandy did find another one. There was hashtag Mike. And so I put Mike. Everyone needs a Mike in their lives because
Nice.
Mike is, I feel like Mike's our number one fan. We love Mike, even though
I
Mike's
haven't heard from him tonight.
I know.
Yeah, we're
Hope
missing
Mike
Mike
is,
tonight.
hope Mike is okay. Always Ron. Every time I choose to watch YouTube. All right. Let's see. And Mitch, hashtag be like Mitch. Not one, but close, Mitch. Close, Mitch. And close here too. Close here too with Terrence, my favorite. Let's see. What is Scott saying? You know how Zach, for being sentimental and wholesome, you and I are pegged as an OBX guy over Stranger Things. Just saying. Outer Banks, I pegged you for an Outer Bank. Here, okay. Jess, yeah, in the background said she's here for that. We watched the first 2 seasons of Outer Banks, and then we haven't watched it yet.
I've never seen it.
And then, let's see, Mitch, Ascalon, does your sign say Bermuda Triangle is back? And yes, it does, because that is the name of the water park in Water Park Simulator, which, again, we need to design a Bermuda Triangle shirt to sell for Ascalon. And yes, Lori is 100% correct here. Mitch, you must binge watch the Bermuda Triangle. You will get stuck and lost.
I was
in
gonna
the
say you
Bermuda
will get
Triangle.
sucked in.
See, there's so many merchandise ideas we can have with this. Roxy's here. Welcome
Hey, Roxy.
in, Roxy. Y'all, I popped on Roxy's stream last night because I got a notification and I was like, whoa, really? Roxy was playing Minecraft. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, and I was sitting there watching, and it just, gosh, I was just chuckling. Roxy, I love you. It was so enjoyable. Minecraft and Roblox, there's just something so peaceful about those games.
We still
depending
did
on what you
a
play.
Lori Water Park Simulator.
Let's see. Look, right, as is trying, hashtag be like Taryn, hashtag wholesome pose. I told you it's people. People are all that's left. And hashtag Mitch. There it is. We got one. Mitch got one. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Bone-in pork butt. And that's it. That's Mitch's. All right. Scott trying to say again that I liked Outer Banks, and I probably even shed a tear. Shermanator. Welcome in, Sherman. Glad to see you.
Hey, Mike texted me back.
Oh, you
He
sent
said
my
that-
message?
Yeah, he goes, I've been sick with the cold and flu for about a week. He goes, I'm trying to get rest as he has to work tomorrow.
Oh, Mike. Mike's feeling that ick. Raising one to you, Mike. Hope you feel better, buddy. Then Clint is here with the Gen X effect. Welcome in, Clint. Good to see you. And Ascalon. See, y'all got to get on the As thinking train here. Hashtag Taryn. And then that does give you my favorite.
Do I see your chakra tree back there?
No, it's not behind me.
Come on.
It's
You
bookshelf.
streamed 2 times this week.
It's on the bookshelf right there. I told you I gotta reorganize everything.
Hey, I told you it focused his energy. He did 2 lives this week.
He did.
How's your energy been?
Well, I quit caffeine again, so
Your chakra's good.
I did have some caffeine today, but I went 2 days, so I'm trying to get back to no caffeine. So that's one of the plans for 2026. I'm trying to get ready for the cruise in November, so I gotta cut this weight again.
Look, Ascalon got on the right train and started naming members of the Cam fam. So we got hashtag McKenna that gives you wholesome in all caps there. Hold on. Where did everybody saying hey to Sherman? And where did hashtag Ainsley go? Because did I scroll through it? I think I did. Bone in pork butt. There's Mitch.
It should be.
Maybe you did hashtag Kevlin first. I don't know. But yes, hashtag Kevlin is one.
First.
Bless her heart. What was it?
There-
Oh, yeah. It's not a
sorry.
story.
Oh, sorry.
Here it is. Yeah. It's not a story unless someone eats daddy. Yep. That is Kevlin.
And then Ainsley should be
Here it
lower.
is. Oh, there's McKenna again. Where was Ainsley?
It should be a couple below that one.
As pull up Ainsley's because I
All
can't.
right, I got you.
There's Ainsley's.
Trouble.
Whoa, hold on now. What is this? Lori, as you're going to have to yell wait or something to keep me from falling asleep. Because I just
Wake up, Lori. Wait.
Wait! Are you really? Jess just said she's getting a Blizzard delivery.
I didn't have to pay for it.
Oh, that sounds good.
Her bestie is sending
Wait,
her.
are you getting one too, Zach?
No, are you kidding? Was I even asked? No, of course not.
I think my wife knows. It ends with a non ice cream order. If she orders herself an ice cream and I don't get one, we're done.
I didn't order it.
She didn't order it. That's what she keeps saying. She did
Oh.
not order it. Oh, look. Mandy Smith found one. I think there may. Oh, there are 2 more out there that people
I
haven't
bet you
gotten
G
yet.
Dad ordered it.
G-Dad did not. Her best friend ordered it.
Oh.
And then here's Cheryl's. Yep, the dinos are out. So somebody check on her. So there's
Trying to
2
think.
more people out there that y'all haven't gotten. But New Year. First episode of the new year. I look back earlier this weekend at my New Year's resolutions from 2025. And I made a resolution or list. I made a vlog about it back in December. Don't know if you guys remember this or not. I had 26 that I came up with. 26 resolutions.
Wow.
I was able to put a check by 20 of 26 that I can
From last year?
From
Yeah, that's
2020
right.
Yes,
Yeah.
from 2025. Because
I know one of them that you didn't do.
What was that?
You didn't meet Nate.
Correct. I did not meet Nate. That was one of them that I did not do.
That's
I think,
still impressive, though.
think 2 of them were meets that did not happen, but 20 out of 26. I'm having a hard time coming up with uh, resolutions for this year.
Me too. And I was like, I hope none of you would have brought that up tonight, so we didn't have to talk about it yet.
I want to talk about New Year's resolutions next week.
Okay,
Okay,
we can do
that
that
sounds
then.
good.
That'll be fine. We can
Yes,
come
give
up
me
with
another
something by
week.
then. And hey, chat. Let me put this to our friends in the chat and our friends on the channels and in the community, because y'all are awesome. If you have recommendations of resolutions for your boys on the Nerd Herd or the Nerd Herd itself, bring those to the table next week.
I like that.
I'd like to see what y'all would like to challenge us with. All
Give
right.
me
I
some
saw,
ideas.
huh?
Give me some ideas.
Don't tell me to
Mandy-
grow hair.
Mandy got another one. Hashtag
wow.
Scotty J with a big whoop whoop yes on there. So there is just one more that y'all haven't gotten.
Trying to figure out the last one.
Askelon and I both put Sarah.
Nope, not Miss Sarah, and Dixie's not one either. It is a person. It is a person with a channel. And I mean, I can say that it's a person we all love, but again, there's so many people that you guys would have a hard time with.
I don't know.
But
That's interesting.
difficult, right?
You got to tell us the last one. Hey, we got all of them except for one.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I will say this. Oh, hold on. Before I say it, look, Roxy says she does vision boards and not resolutions. And I think that's a bigger, I think that's a bigger thing nowadays. A lot more people will put together dream boards and vision boards.
I did that when I lost 100 pounds that time.
That's very
You did a
creative.
vision board of it?
I had a vision board up, and it was right beside my treadmill. And like in the 3 or 4 years that I ran straight without missing a day, I ran that treadmill to the dirt. I mean, that thing, because when I started, I was right at 300 pounds. And by the time I got done, I was at 200 pounds. And, but my treadmill was beat to death. I mean, the track was coming off. I mean, it was beat to death, but I had a vision board beside me with fat pictures of me, and then goals, and then little things that I wrote down that I thought if someone looked at me, what would they say? And some of them were not nice, and some of them were like things that I feel like, if someone were watching you try to do something bigger than what they felt like you could handle, what would those words be? So I put words of discouragement up there that I could look at with words of encouragement for myself, that self-talk, and then that talk that people say. So that is one of my big things this year, is that I want to start to at least work myself back up to running. And I know I don't look like I'm a runner, but I ran for over 3 years straight without missing a day. I was on a streak for over 3 years. And when I lost 100 pounds, I mean, I was 200 pounds, and I mowed with my shirt off. I mean, I thought I was looking good. So I don't know that I'll get to that extreme of a running regimen again, but there's a superpower in running and running for distance. Just to get on a treadmill or to go outside and run for 2 hours straight was like a superpower to me. And I want to feel that I can do that again, even at 52.
I despise running.
Yeah.
Like, as far as exercising is concerned, what?
But she said you need to do something.
But yeah, I know. I got Dr. Jess over here.
What?
But
I'm telling you what she told me.
I know. She said the doctor told me I needed to do something, and I do, but I can't run.
Well, then
Right.
but everybody, yeah, but you believe that, but your body believes that because you keep saying it. I mean,
Well,
that's just the truth.
I just hate it. I know a lot of folks can listen to music and run, and that'll help them and take their mind off things. I can't do that. Like, so even when I was younger and I'd work out, I'd get a bike and I'd ride around the neighborhood.
You think my fat butt liked to run? I did not like to run either. If I was running, there was ice cream waiting on me. But what I did was I did it in small little segments. So I'd walk for 3 minutes, jog for 15 seconds. And then the next day I'd walk for 3 minutes, jog for 30 seconds. The next day I
That's
might,
what I kind of did for a while at
it's,
one
it's
point too.
intervals. I think if you did intervals, Zach, I mean, I don't even know if you want to meet up and do some stuff at the courthouse or something.
We should, because Jess said that I needed to be your running buddy or something. And I'm like,
Well, I
no, I
mean,
don't. But
we could walk and then jog, walk and then jog. I mean, let's just be one fat guy and one guy who doesn't like to run.
see, amen to the Shermanator here. If I'm running, pick me up because somebody is chasing me.
Yeah. I hate running, but I would hate a closed casket on my face a lot worse than I think maybe I know I'm not doing enough for myself. Like looking okay is not good enough. It's your heart that matters. You know what I'm saying?
So I know it's time for us to close. You know how I know it's time? Chad just walked by to the bedroom to get ready to watch the Cam Fam.
Oh, yeah.
He won't watch the Nerd Herd, but you can bet he's hanging with us watching the Cam Fam.
I know.
What I will say, because I know many of y'all in here are still wanting to figure out this last hashtag. Sherman is your hint, and it's not Sherman, and it's not Shermanator, but it's a friend of Sherman. Let's go with that. So, and Jess immediately just got it. So if
Say it
it's
louder, Jess.
no, if it's that easy for Jess, some of y'all should be able to get it in the chat. Who wants to go first tonight and closing us out, boys?
You, Zach.
Okay, that's actually what I was thinking anyway, because I let myself go last week, or let myself go last week. All right. Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Appreciate you. Hope you've gotten a good start to the year. We will have our Monday and Thursday vlogs coming out this week. Tomorrow is one of a place that Mandy recommended to us to check out and eat. And I have a special community closing, first one of 2026, attached to tomorrow's video that you do not want to miss, because it is, Jess even said it's a good one. It's fantastic, because she watched it with me. And Thursday, it might be another Cooking with the Cokers video. We'll have to see. I do have something to cook on the Blackstone, so we'll see what night it is I cook it, and if I have time to get that out, that would be Thursday's. Thursday's video is going to go out a little later than the normal 5:30 time, because I saw where Miss Vicky, Foodie's Vacations, is doing her dance party that she does like once a month this Thursday, and I don't want it to interfere with that. So instead of 5:30, I'll put it out at 6 or 6:15 or something like that after the party. But hope you guys have a good week. Come back next week ready to talk resolutions.
I had a feeling he was gonna do that to me, make Jason go last. But hey, y'all, it's 2026. Happy New Year, everybody! And I know this is the time for resolutions, and in the past you might have failed on those resolutions, but since this is the perfect time to set those goals, do those hard things, let's go ahead and get it started. One of my big things is to lose. So I had lost about 30 pounds in the middle of last year, and I pretty much put it all back on. So my goal is to, lose that and more before November, before I go on the Gobble Till You Wobble cruise with the Cam Fam and the Cokers. So I'm really looking forward to figuring out ways to do that. Outside of that, though, I don't have any other goals for this year. I'm still working on some stuff for my channel, but hopefully, or definitely next week, be sharing those things. So y'all take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful 2026.
All right, so I'm going to leave you with this, okay? Because I'm not going to go crazy because we're going to go watch the Cam Fam. But I want you guys to be a little better tomorrow than you were today. And that's all I'm going to say, because I'm working. My 2026 is every day I'm challenging myself to be a little better than I was the day before. And that may be small things, big things, whatever. And but we'll talk more about that next week. But tomorrow when you wake up, whatever you do for your whole day, it needs to be leveled up from what you did the day before. So let's just go with that, and then I'll give you more next week.
Thank you guys again for joining us. Yes, y'all have seen it by now, but Sherman was the first to get it. Hashtag Uncle Dave, which gets you a big yell of "Get off my lawn." I had several things I wanted to throw in there for for Uncle Dave, but I just went with the old tried and true. I thought that was good. Lori wants to know if I am coming to the dance party on Thursday. We'll see. I don't know how my week looks just yet as far as after school activities for the boys, with it being the first week back. So I can't make any promises yet. I've been in the chat the last few of them, though. Well, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Like we said, next week we will be back at you with resolutions to talk about them for the year ahead. Until next week, same bat time, same bat channel.